Shawam. And all praises and all glory.
Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Shakadash.
Everyone see the apostles and the elders of great ministry that do well. Peace, love, blessing, sincerity, I came to bed on the four corners of the earth. Pushing his gospel in all sincerity. And in truth, so we're back out there again at the next location. Right, continue to push this work. Right, if you can wake up our people, so they talk about those that will wake up in the 11th hour. Right, just even to show, cry aloud, spare not show our people their transgression. So we come out here to show them a easy way to live. Right, come turn back to your heritage, turn to the Heavenly Father, unless you die in your sins. The scripture says all the sinners of his people will die. Right, verse 9.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 9 and verse 8. And it reads, Behold, this is the book of Amos, chapter 9. I will start from verse 9. It says, For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like a corn is sifted in a sieve.
How that sifting program this be done. You get tried by the fire. You see, you try the third part through the fire. 2/3 will get cut off and die, but the third part will be tried through the fire. Like the trial and tribulation. We know that it's in the land, but all over the land, the Israelites are scattered.
Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth.
So when he sift the house of Israel, the least grain are going to fall upon the earth. Right? That is the Lord's elect. Scripture say he have them in his palm and in his hand. And the least grain is going to fall on the earth. Go ahead.
Continuing in verse 10, it says, All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword.
All the sinners of his people. And who is the Lord people? The Israelites. Right? Now all of us sin, but the scripture say we have an advocate in the heaven, Yahweh Shai the righteous. If any man sin, we have an advocate. So we are not classified as sinners. There's no condemnation for those in Yahweh Shai. Right? Now the scripture says in Romans, believe it. There is therefore no condemnation to those that are in Yahweh Shai.
Right.
So we can sin, but all men will sin. Right? We are not perfect. We don't have a new body. We're not under the new covenant. So we're going to go up. But we have an advocate. We have the one that pleads in our case. Like a lawyer. And that is Yahweh Shai the righteous. Yes, sir?
Yeah, it's 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast up.
It's going to be mass killing. And starting with the Lord people, so just say that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh Hashem.
Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse, outside of verse 3. And the glory of the power of Israel was gone up from the cherub, wherein upon he was, to the threshold of the house. And he called to the man clothed with linen, which had the inker's inkhorn at his side. And the Lord of Shai said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the forehead of the men that sigh and cry for all the abomination that is done in the midst thereof.
That mark is not a physical mark. It's not a physical mark that is spoken about in Revelation 13 and 16. It's a spiritual mark. The Hebrew word is tawa, which is the exempt from judgment. So he says set a mark on these men who sign and cry. Who sign and cry? Christians? No. The Hebrew Israelites, four corners of the earth. I should just say little sanctuaries. Right? This work are being done. These the men who sign and cry. We have only even sackcloth. They're showing that we are mourning, we sigh and we cry. Go ahead.
that cry for the abomination that has been done there. And to the others, he said in my hearing, go ye after him to the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary.
Begin at the house. You see the others in the end. You see the others who don't have the mark on them? They slay utterly old and young. Both maids, little children. Don't even spare them. Don't have pity on them. Don't say, well, that is a child. That will not kill you. Like what Saul did. Saul showed the king Og mercy. And Samuel had to come and mince him up, chop him up. You understand? He slay back the best of the cattle and the best of the sheep. When the Lord said kill, he said kill. Right?
That's right.
You hold back your sword from shedding blood. And he said begin at the sanctuary. And when the scripture saying 1 Peter 4:17.
This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 17, which reads, for the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God.
The house of God is the house of Israel. Well,
and if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of God?
If it begin at us, those that are Israelites, right? What going to happen to these heathen and that? In Ezekiel 30 and 3, it says it's the time of the heathen. We'll plug in that real quick.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 30 and verse 3. It says, for the day is near, even the day of the Lord is near, a cloudy day. It shall be the time of the heathen.
The time of the heathen. That cloudy day is a dark day to these heathens. So if it begin at us, the Lord ain't going to spare us. He didn't spare his son. His son had was to die. And the son, when the mother asks, the sons of Zebedee mother asks, you know, let my son sit in your right and on your left. He said, I no mind to give if they're able to drink out of this cup. But he said, will drink from this cup. But we should just say if any man in follow him and bear their cross, they cannot be his disciple. So bearing his cross, walking in his image. The things that Yahweh go through, we have to go through. We might have to die as well. Some of us will have to die. Some of us will be martyred. Right? So if these things have to happen to us, what won't be to these heathens and them who don't know the Heavenly Father?
Wow.
It's going to be cloudy, it's going to be dark for them.
That's right.
And in the last part, we mentioned those that fight against Jerusalem. These heathens was our enemy. Right? There was enmity between us and Esau. All throughout time, you see that enmity. The scripture say you put enmity between her seed and thy seed, the serpent seed and the woman's seed. The woman's seed, the scripture say he likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. So that woman is talking about the house of Israel. And he put enmity between Esau and us. And everybody in the spirit of Esau right now. Because he's the one that ruling. As the leader of the houses, and the Lord is, that's what people are praising, so is their followers, that's said in the Apocrypha. So they're in the image of Esau, they're following them, all these heathens. They make a confederate to wipe us out. Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 22. It says, my right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth.
Who's that? Who's the sinners? Sinners is the Lord people. Right? Scripture say sin is transgression of the law. The law was given to the nation of Israel, and only to them. He said he had not dealt so with any other nation. As for his judgment, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. And who is those that shed innocent blood on the land? Esau and these other nations who they in league with. They who spreading, who trying to kill the innocent. As the scripture said, their hand is against the poor. Psalms 10. You understand?
This is the book of Psalms chapter 10, reading from verse 1. It says, Why standest thou afar, O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor.
One nice man outside.
Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
So the wicked always seek to slay the poor. Who's the poor? The scripture in Matthew 5 tells us, blessed is the poor in spirit. That's what we paraphrase it. That is talking about the Lord's people. There's the kingdom of God, that is the Lord's people, the Israelites. Right? We are poor, but we scripture say we're rich. Although we're poor, we say, I know thy poverty, but thou art rich. We're rich in what? In this faith, in this knowledge. The scripture, we have something in that land. We sell all that we have and purchase it. And that is what we do. We sell all we have and we come to this. What do you mean we sell all we have? What do you mean by that? Meaning, the lifestyle we was living and the things that we desire in this world, we leave it off for this, for this knowledge, for this truth.
That's right.
To walk in this light. Because you can't guide the Lord and be in the world 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You understand? He knows that all those that trust in him. You can't guide the Lord.
That's right.
You have to be all in. You have to, like you're playing poker. You understand? It's either you fall or you go back in the world or either you're all in. I put in all my chips. You understand? And that's what we do, we put in all the chips. We all in into this.
Put your head on that block, boy.
Yeah. The scripture says we have not yet resistant the blood. Even if it's death, we all in. Go ahead.
To die is gain.
So Ecclesiasticus chapter 4 and verse 11. Wisdom exalteth her children and laid hold of them that seek her. He that loveth her loveth life, and they that seek to her early shall be filled with joy. He that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory, and whosoever she entereth, the Lord would bless. They that serve her shall minister to the Holy One, and them that love her, the Lord Yahweh shall do love.
See that? If you love wisdom and you attain to her and you didn't think that pleasing to the Yahweh, the Lord will love you. It's not just so the Lord will love you. Right? Because right now, the Lord loves his people. But the people say, when has thou loved us? They will ask, when? Why are we so low in the streets? Why are we not blessed like these other nations? So where talking about? Where the love is? they go ask that question. But the Lord will love us because the scripture says, who we love each other. That is the Lord showing who we love us. He said, you only have I known. Therefore I will persecute you for your transgression, for your iniquity. That is what our Father does do. And men who have more than one wife, they could tell you see the one who we don't give a fuck about? She could do what she wants. He doesn't really care. He do the thing that you do. But you see the one you're always behind it, you don't do that, you don't like them thing, you don't think that. You understand? The one who has to be done on the most is that the one you love. You understand? Okay, you don't watch the transgress. But the one who you really kind of, you know when you say hate it, that's dislike. Right? Scripture talk about the hated wife. Right? It's just not like you hate she, but you don't love she as much as you love the other. Right? She, you wouldn't be heavy on down, and that is all these nations, because to the Christian, they say, well, the Lord created all people. So how Israel alone is his people, and the Lord created all people? Who created them? Now the Lord created all people. What the scripture say when he separated the sons of Adam, let me bring out that. Deuteronomy 32 and 8.
In Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 8, when the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For the Lord Yahweh Shemeshai's portion is his people, Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. He found them in the desert, and in the waste howling wilderness, he led him about, but he instructed him, he kept him as the apple of his eye.
Ooh, you see that? So the Lord separate everybody. Yeah, you go here, so Moab, this is your land, Edom, that is your land. This is your land, and you see, Israel, this is my portion. This is my people. You understand? It's like an apple of your eye. You scripture say, he that touches you, touches the apple of his eye. This is Jeremiah 51 and verse 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. So the Lord people is his inheritance. Like their portion, his people. The Lord dealing with them on a personal. And I hear inheritance is the land. He gave them the best land as well, which is Jerusalem. And that's why we wore all these nations to get our land. In the time of Joshua, he hold the sun still for what? A whole day, that Joshua could conquer the Philistines and them Hamites and them, to inhabit that land. That's the promised land, what flowing with milk and honey. The best land for the best people. That's what it is. You understand?
That's right.
They are the best people. Now you scripture say, Esau, Jacob have I love, and Esau have I hated.
Jacob is the salt of the earth. With all the salt, it's just food, you know. The salt is the flavor.
No taste, no taste.
You can put as much seasoning as you want in our food. You can put all kind of things. Unless you impart Jake in it, you ain't gonna get you.
No flavor.
You put that salt.
Tasteless.
You can bring out that. Yeah, the salt there again. That is Matthew. There you go.
And the second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 54 going down. And after these Adam also, whom thou madest Lord over all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord Yahweh Shemeshai, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
Ooh, you made the world for our sake, the Israelites' sake. But we in the possession right now. As Ezra said, he went through here and we there, we see the heathens flowing in wealth. Are they better than us? But they are Babylon better than us? No. It just says how the Lord do it for a time. He get them the riches for now. He let them be blessed for now because it's a balance. When we curse, they're blessed. Go ahead.
As for the other people, which also come from Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. And now, O Lord Yahweh Shemeshai, behold, these heathens, which are all the other people, which have ever been reputed as nothing.
When it was reputed as nothing in Isaiah quoted it. So that shows that this book is canon as well. Because what the scripture say, in the word that 2 and 3 witness, every word will be established. So that is one prophet said in Isaiah, and the another prophet said here in the Apocrypha, that these nations, the spittle is nothing. They can drop up a drop that falling from a vessel. You walk with a bucket of water and they'll spill. You care about that? You don't care about that. That is how the Lord watches these other nations. Right.
but began to be lords over us and to devour us. But we thy people, who thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover.
Fervent lover, you hear that? You know somebody call them a lover? They always call a wife, I'm a lover, I'm a fervent lover. And we are the Lord's wife. So we say he's married unto us. And thy maker is thine husband. Right?
And given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world?
An inheritance, go back to the land. Where our land is? Where is our land in the world? If it is we is thy fervent lover, right? We is your wife, where is the inheritance? Where is our land? So Israel is scattered to the four corners of the earth. That is you know when somebody scattered, that is a curse. You understand? That is a curse for you. Where is our inheritance? If the world was created for our sakes, where was the inheritance? It's just for a time. There's a time for every purpose under the sun. The scripture says the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. That is the inheritance, the land. And that is what Esau forged that Balfour Declaration for. Forged that, which was a lie to get the inheritance back. You see the birthright we lost out, right? As incarnation and Esau, right? We say we sell for that red pottage, and then he lost the blessing. It goes back to that land, and that is why he do all this to try to inhabit that land that he's in, and that is why that land going to be destroyed. The scripture say a bastard will dwell in Ashdod. That bastard is Esau, who living in our land, doing oral circumcision, right? Doing all kind of heinous crime in our land. That is why that land has to be burnt. You see, along with Babylon the Great, America is going to be totally wiped out, and also Israel. That land is going to be wiped out, going to be destroyed. The only thing is, it's going to be inhabited after. We're going to have these nations go over there, these heathens, and build back our land. So they talk about streets of gold. That have to happen.
But nevertheless, the whole earth wouldn't be destroyed because the whole earth abided forever.
That's right. And some more?
How long shall this endure?
How long this going to endure? Right? It's going to endure until the prophecies be fulfilled. This will tell us to measure the time diligently in itself. So while we measure any time, we know it have certain prophecies that have to be fulfilled still. We know it have Jacob trouble still to come. Right? We know World War III have to come simultaneously with our Lord return. And then we know the Israelites being placed back in their land, the elect of them, and then we know it's slavery to the rest. That is prophecy for you. This is what we're waiting on. We don't want no reparation for the things that happened to us back then. We want the things that happened to us to be happening to you. See, you had us in slavery.
The song, everyone is calling for peace, but no one is calling for justice. We want equal rights and justice. Justice we want.
Justice we want.
You want justice?
The damage already been done. You can't take it back. Alright, that we should be saying for cheat. Bring all that. Amos 1 and 11.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 1 and verse 11. It says, Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof.
Punishment is going to be turned. You already done the damage. You already oppressed our people and their heritage. You stole our heritage. You stole our land. You stole our custom. You're calling yourself Israel. You're calling yourself Jewish. Right? You inhabited our land. It's already been done, brother. You already raped our wives, break our men, put them in dress, slay the women, cut their bellies open, feed our children to alligators. It already been done. The damage already been done. You can't take it back. So for 3 transgressions and for 4, your punishment is going to turn from you. We bear our cup. We drink out the cup. The scripture tells us to get unpunished. You have to get a punishment. Go ahead.
Continuing, it says, because he did pursue his brother with the sword.
This is why. Because you pursue your brother. Who is your brother? Jacob. Esau and Jacob. These are the two main characters in this movie we're playing out on this earth. Jacob and Esau. The righteous and the wicked. The Lord said everything in duality, in balance. So when I say a false balance is an abomination to the Lord. So he put it in duality. The good against the bad. Right, yes, sir, man?
Yeah. There's Joel chapter 3 and verse 1. For behold, in those days and in the time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations. I will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. I will plead with them there for my people and for my inheritance Israel. My heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And they have cast lots for my people, and has given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink.
Part the Lord land. You know the Lord part. The Lord land is parted between what? The Jewish rats and them, and what? The Palestinians and them, Arabs. They part the Lord land. Right? And then they take a boy for an harlot and a girl for wine. That is who? That is the nation Israel had in captivity. In slavery, you watch any slavery movie, you're going to see it. Go ahead.
Jumping down to verse 6. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have he sold unto the Grecians, that he might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whether ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head.
Return the recompense on your own head.
So in the land of your captivity, there he shall say that, well, we are the children of the Most High and have our share. That's what we paraphrase it.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 1 and verse 10, which reads, Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, You are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, Ye are the sons of the living God.
So in this very land that they will have took us from where we originally was and placed us, and see how the uprising going to happen. So that's how on the four corners of the earth, you see men rising up and saying, hey, thus the Lord of Shimishai, death and destruction coming. Who will have believed? You know?
Yeah, they take us out of our land, and with the curious way into that land of Babylon. And they would have said, we's not the people. They tell us, we's not, well, it's not Israelites. They tell us it's blacks, it's Negro, American. You understand? Use Trinidadians, use everything other than Israel. And them try to claim Israel. Now we say, there to be said, you are the children of the living God. Because Abba Bivens is where Abba Bivens came from. In Babylon, this is where the truth came out from. In New York.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 2, reading from verse 30. It says, For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. In the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves.
In the land of our captivity, we will remember ourselves. What land was that? Where was the land we was captive in America? The scripture say in Jeremiah 50 and 33, Judah and Israel were oppressed together. In that land. Right? They bring the southern kingdom into that land because the northern kingdom was already there. So we all was oppressed together in that land. And there it was said, we are the people, we are the children of Yahweh Shem Yoshai. The spirit of Yahweh Shem Yoshai came on Abba Bivens. And he started teaching us, bringing back the, turning the children to the Father and the Father to the children. Bringing the truth back up. The scripture says the truth will be right on the earth. After Hosea 2, right? Hosea 2 and 6.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 2 and verse 6. It says, therefore, behold, I will hedge up thy way. This is the book of Hosea, chapter 6, and reading from verse 2. And it says, after 2 days, he will revive us. In the third day, he will raise us up. And we shall live in his sight.
Right, Ezekiel 37 playing out. Right, we no more dead. Right, in trespasses and sins. Wake up now. Scripture says a great army stood on their feet. Right? The two sick being one. The two kingdoms. The southern kingdom and the northern kingdom being one again in the land. Right? Paul only have our so we don't split as a nation. We one nation now, Israel. We have some.
Nah, that's it on the arm.
Okay. So yeah. So that is why the scripture say the recompense will be come back unto Esau, because Esau put us in captivity in that land. Right? So that is going before Esau. Esau going to go back into captivity. The scripture say in Revelation 13 and 10, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Okay.
He that killeth with his sword must be killed with his sword. There is the patience and the faith of the saints. We don't want a reparation. We don't want money. We want your head.
We're looking for no payment.
We want your head.
No buyout.
Genesis,
Only one way you're going to pay for this Esau. This is the book of Numbers. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 35 and verse 33. It says, yea, ye shall not pollute the land wherein you are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that it shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
So you shed the blood in my land? You understand? What is it now?
Yeah, so, and it's a 2-4 as well too. That goes back, because that's the law of Israel right there. So it goes back to you Jakes who shedded the innocent blood, and also for you Edomites and you other nations, the blood that you all have shed from former Jakes is by this law we're going to shed your blood by. This is the law that we're going to use when we're going to kill you in those days.
Blood is defiled the land. So the land could only be cleansed by the blood. So you want to shed that blood, right? Which is spearheaded by Esau either. You shed that blood, you kill you or the natives of that land, try to wipe them out. Millions of the indigenous people enslaved the Native American and take their land. Scripture saying you had to pay. Blood had to die, it could be quenched. Your blood had to get. And that's what the psalmist David said in Psalms 137. Right?
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 137, reading from verse 8, from verse 7. Reading from verse 7 to verse 9. And it says, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem.
So the Lord said to remember them. Where all people forget them and they join hands with them, holding hands, they want racism to stop. Racism is a good thing. Nothing wrong with being racist, just going to the word. Racism is you about your people. What's so wrong that I am about my people? When you was about your people. Oh, you were always about your people, now we about our people is wrong. Come on. You understand? Go ahead.
Starting again, it says, Psalms 137, verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed.
So Babylon is like in Edom. Remember Edom, and now says, O daughter of Babylon. Right? And it's one and the same. Go ahead.
says, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us.
So we're going to be happy when we're able to do the things that you've done unto us. That's what the psalmist David said.
2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse 6, it says, for it is a righteous thing with God to recompense tribulation to them that trouble thee. So that payback, it have to come.
That's right.
Continuing, it says, verse 9, happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones.
So that was done to us. You take our little ones and dash them against the stone. So we're going to be happy when we're able to dash back your child against the stone. Right? So in Poland, there's a watch I eat on my baby and smash it on her. But if that was done to us, then we lost it. And I for an eye, tooth for an tooth. And the Lord going to magnify the Lord. Right now we can't go pursuing the law.
I mean, we might kill some,
Yeah.
but at the end we'll be hanging by our neck.
Can't do that. We got to pursue the law. A tranny can walk in front of our eyesight. A lesbian can walk in front of our eyesight. We put them to death.
We might like kill one or two, but the battle, there ain't no battle to fight. They kill two, I go down and fool, yeah? So we have to wait. Wait here upon me.
Oh, that's Zephaniah coming in. Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 8. It says, therefore, wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
So wait on his stress vengeance is mine. The Lord go repay. So we waiting. Right?
The Joel chapter 2 and verse 19. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness.
You see that? The Lord tied in Egypt to Edom again. Egypt to Babylon. So when we tell you, they are one and the same. You understand? Plain. Go ahead.
For the violence against the children of Judah, because ye have shed innocent blood in their land, but Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem from generation to generation. For I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed. For the Lord our Bashim shall dwell in Zion.
Now we going to cleanse the blood. How we cleansing the blood? The cleansing the blood is getting them a new body that they are able to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Right? And that's why he said Judah going to dwell forever. So that is what a new body. To dwell forever, righteousness is immortality. To dwell forever, you have to have a new body. And he said, this is why I want to make Esau a desolation. Because of that violence against our brother.
Yeah.
You understand? You shed innocent blood. This is the book of Ezekiel. Ezekiel 35. And verse 1, it says, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it. And Seir, when you go into that word Seir, go back into hearing. And who's the one that came out red and hearing? Esau. Reading on. And say unto it, thus saith the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yoshai, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate, and I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh, because thou had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sit thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue.
Precept.
Right, so you see that the vengeance, the hatred that Esau had with the children of Israel. And that is why the Lord going to punish him. His land going to be most desolate. Right? And that is the Lord showing his love. But you're still saying when has thou loved us and we show you all that? You can't say that when has thou loved us. The Lord now wants to show you that he's gonna just make a land desolate and smite them heathens because he touched you. And the scripture says he that toucheth you, toucheth the apple of his eye. Jeremiah 2 and verse 3. Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 3, it says, Israel was holiness unto the Lord, and the first fruits of his increase. All that devour him shall offend, evil shall come upon them, saith the Lord. See that? Anytime you touch Israel, you offend the Lord. You offend. That was our offensive. You understand? And what he said, evil will come upon them. Those that touch Israel. And we were touched by all nations. And the scripture saying, 1 Maccabees 2 and 10, what nation had not a part of us spoil? What nation didn't benefit of us being slaves and being under? All nations benefit. So all nations, evil gonna come upon them. So when we say slavery is coming to all these nations, don't go just far-fetched and think that the Lord cruel to put all these nations in slavery. We wasn't slaves. You understand? We was unlike. We went through our time. So now when we being blessed, why all nations have to be blessed with us?
At our separation.
Yeah, at our separation. In Deuteronomy 30, he say, and 7, he say, you're going to put all these curses upon all these nations. Because the curses on us right now. But he say, you're going to move these curses upon us and put it on these nations. So that means if the curses go on these nations, that means we will be blessed. Correct. Because it's a balance.
Correct. Now there's Revelation chapter 2 and verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessel of a potter shall be broken to shivers, even as I receive my Father.
Even as the Lord received of his Father. And like Psalms 2. Psalms 2, he tell him that he's going to have the heathen of that his inheritance to beat them with a rod of iron. And Yahweh shall share it with his men. You understand? He said, all they're going to have that, once all they overcome this world, just like I did, all they're going to have that same power over these nations to beat them with a rod of iron. What are you talking about? Now he's talking about the head, and now he's talking about nations in captivity. That's what are they talking about? Captivity is for these heathens.
Harsh captivity.
In Jeremiah 30 and verse 16 says, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured. You hear that? All that devour us are going to be devoured. And all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. What is captivity? Captivity is slavery. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil. And all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds. All our wounds that was in captivity by all these nations, being whipped, being robbed, being oppressed. He's going to restore it and heal up our wounds.
That's right.
And he's going to turn the captivity, put it on them. And that is righteous, isn't it?
That's right. 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6, yeah.
That's righteous.
That's it.
Reading on, say the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tent, and have mercy on his dwelling places, and the city shall be builded upon her own heap, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof. So the Lord is going to turn it around, put the captivity on them.
That's right.
As he said, he's going to give us fame in every land. was put to shame. Zephaniah 3:19. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halted, and gather her that was driven out. And we were driven out, scattered to all land. And I will get thee praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. We were put to shame in this land. We were slave here, right? On where that cane, sugar cane. You understand?
With Elam and them.
Elam and them.
Now why Elam still can I hate you up to this day because when you say me happening in the cane, people can never really forget.
I had an enmity between two of us.
Why we say when hardcore slavery, we say we'll get a little easy in the cane, please.
Elam was getting perfect. While Elam was working as well, Elam was getting land. And we wasn't getting shit.
Yeah, we are getting something. You can get a little thing in the cane.
We were just getting a little flesh to mingle among them.
Mingle.
And then land, you see how bad Elam is going for land? Elam know the value of land.
Yeah, some cheeky guy, my Grenada. I'm crossing my land by mistake.
Yeah.
And we are the road trace, so the man, if the man had a fucking shot, he blast me on the fucking. Hey, boy, hey, go, let me show you the right way. And we just taking a little pass here.
And one cocoa man was picking it. While passing to a cocoa, you know, one cocoa. Come on,
He play with the one cocoa
he
at
play
all.
with that. Don't touch the thing while you come out.
You touch nothing. Pass if you're passing, don't touch nothing.
They were valuable land. That what them was getting when we was getting shit. Understand? So you see, you gonna give us fame. We was shame down here, you gonna give us fame here. We was in shame in America, predominantly. All of us was over there in that captivity, all forefathers. Judah and Israel oppressed together in that land. So we gonna get famous in that land there first. And first the Lord had to be famous. Right? So just to glorify thy name as he did before. And at the time of Egypt. When the Lord started sending them plagues, his name's gonna be glorified. Yeah, how about Shem yourself?
You see after the man done in Egypt and them children come out of the whole land everywhere they pass it, yeah, Israel, you know?
Yep.
People started to come and pretend like they's friend or can't they just to be water drawers after.
And they take that as lovely, you know? Yeah, we rather that than die off.
Understand?
So we make a covenant that we won't kill them off. So you know, they're gonna serve captivity. And which scripture say that was then is now. They knew no only king on the sun. Well, they was in captivity before. What David was doing, David had all the Edom and garrison. David had them in captivity. David and Joab, there was going on a race to see who kill the most fucking Edomites. Who will kill the most Edomite boys? Joab saying, David, you're good enough. You see this one that's trying to sing, Saul killed 1,000, David killed
Tens of thousands, yeah,
It was a man of war. You see how much Edomites we can kill. But if you go and go on time to come, this is what's going to happen to Esau Edom. You're going to be cut off.
You'll be a prey, as they just read there.
Which can say Jacob will be a fire and Joseph a flame and Esau for stubble. Can.
Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh Shem Yoshai had spoken it.
No, because when Lazarus come and ask for a little water, Lazarus was in a low state. Well, Lazarus means Eliezer. He who God help. That is the Israelites. Right? The beggar. pray. To beg, it means to pray. Pray means to beg. You understand? So that was the beggar, the prayer, which is the Israelites. And the rich man is Esau. When Esau get he flame now, we asking for a little drop now. We asking for him a little ease now. Please now, eh? You was giving any of us ease when you had the play, when you was on top? No, you wasn't. So don't come and ask for no ease, for no drop of water. You're gonna get it hard. Right? That judgment coming down your heart, and we say it's not going to be any remaining in the house of Esau, because after that 1,000 years, a hardcore slavery, but the scripture promised he like a first dominion. That first dominion is he that was at part of the first resurrection with Yahushua, when Yahushua returned.
That's right.
Because all the sinners of his people going to die, right?
God.
So when they be taken up, put back down, and start to bring out and lay judgment on all these nations, Esau going to have 1,000 years to serve in hardcore slavery.
You know,
everything
hardcore,
was done to us.
Raw and uncut.
Raw.
Double
Double.
that double.
Hardcore.
You had to pick cotton and stones.
Yeah.
Can't have solo by the camera. So
Being whipped.
uh,
You understand? Real hardcore. I know you feel it's sad, but you're going to get it. Because we're going to put you on different jobs in your mind that you're still working.
a man get killed, the infinite man get killed.
And deal with your mind severe. After that 1,000 years, you're going to be burnt up. The scripture said there will be none remaining in the house of Esau. And the Lord Yahweh has spoken it. No more Edomites. And that will be a good thing. No more wicked. A real good thing.
Finally, dwelling righteousness.
Finally, no more wicked. All the wicked is purged from the earth. What the Lord will do with your spirit, who knows? He will come back as other nations, mingling among the other nation, will leave you as evil spirits just to torment people. They torment these other nations. Whatever the Lord feels to do with that spirit, he will do. Easy potter.
Scripture said the whole earth will rejoice.
Yeah. Are we going to that? The whole world rejoice. Isaiah 14. And you start at verse 4. It says, "Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased? The Lord hath broken the staff. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers." So they were put down, then they don't know why in power.
Yes, and his name is Yahweh, and the son is Yahushua. Remember that, Tante?
Not Jesus, the Christ.
Yahweh and Yahushua. Oh, he can't be a shepherd if you put it on that day.
It says, "He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted and none hindered. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou hast laid down, no fellow is come up against us." And you can watch it literal. Right? Because he saw like that we cut down all the trees before the streets. Like the kind of guy he is, he's just hell. He just like to destroy. Like the man have first name.
Parasite behavior.
Yeah.
Just come and clean up and leave nothing.
Verse 9. "Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming." I mean, it's talking about no hell, no spirit, no fire burning on the earth. That's the grave is moved for you. Right? Sheol. Right? The grave. It's going to be plenty for Esau. Plenty grave for Esau because plenty death in the nation of Esau. "It stir up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It had raised up for their thrones all the kings of the nation. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Like these other nations, they're going to say, how will you come so weak like us? You was the power of the earth. You can bring that in Jeremiah 50 and 24. The hammer of the earth.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 15, reading from verse 24, which says, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord.
God.
Reading Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations?
That is what happened to the hammer of the earth. He was pulled down. No more in power, no more in rulership. And Babylon become a desolation. Because the Lord said he has snare for him. And he was caught. Because what? You're striven with the Lord. And with striven with the Lord is because you strive with the Lord people. Once you fight against the Lord people, you're fighting against the Lord. Right? So we look at the hit up and next zone, Lord willing, hope was edifying to the elect. In closing, we want to give all praises and glory.
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Ukatadah.
And double honor to the apostle and the elders of Great Millstone that do well. And shalom to the elect.
Shalom. Shalom, Labakari, and Mabad Babal.